All right, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be crossing down. Oh, hello, car. There's a car behind me. We're going down the infamous Clinton Road. Let me just triple check that I'm on the right road. Yep, we are currently on Clinton Road. And if you don't know, for all my non-New Jerseyans out there, this road is it's a very long like stretch of just like one of those roads where it's nothing but trees. And it is kind of known for being haunted, I think. There's been like rumors of like ghosts to like the Jersey Devil to like the Ku Klux Klan. So like big weird NJ vibes here. And so I figured, I don't know, let's just cross it for funsies. And it's sunset right about now. I wanted to do this before it got dark because well, not only would you just not be able to see anything, but it would be just kind of a little bit scary. I actually don't know how long the road is either. It's pretty long. It goes pretty far. But yeah, it should be a nice creepy time, I think. And also before I get into some other topics, it was raining so crazy just like 3 minutes ago. And we're in like a super bad heat wave over here, but we've been having scattered thunderstorms, so it really just feels like the end of the fucking world is happening. Like, it was so freaky, like just because I was at Wendy's too. Oh hi, that's a deer. Oh my god, thank God she didn't cross. That would have been rough. Oh yeah, I also had a funny experience with a deer. I'll save that though. But yeah, it just started like pouring like crazy, and I got doused when I was trying to get my Wendy's order. I was pretty mad. Oh, and this is a telephone pole line thing. I always love those too. Those things are awesome. I love like because I feel like you could just walk down one of those paths for like hours, and I feel like it would always be pretty cool. Oh, and we got this little bridge, I think. Yeah. There's also a spot to park, I believe. I don't know if I'm gonna park though, because there's nothing but woods really. But yeah, I don't know. It has like love all these like places to park too. These like little bumps in the road. It's got a creepy vibe to it for sure. Just nothing but forest and stuff. Not much light is getting through. Oh, that's a nice spot though. That's a nice spot. Very peaceful, far away from everything. Oh, and yeah, also, fun fact, I actually know where that road goes, but fun fact, Clinton Road, the intersection to get onto it that I bypassed here because I was making a right, that actually is the longest stoplight in all of New Jersey, apparently. And it has been red for like 5+ minutes. I don't know how true it is. I don't even know if that's the one, but it's on like to get off of this road, you have to have it. You have to like pass it, right? And yeah, it's very funny that this road has that. Oh, and here we're at the so yeah, this is the turn that bends around the lake here, as you can see. Maybe, I don't even know if you can see, but yeah. So actually that means we're like a quarter of the way, I think. It's a little hard to look at the map and drive at the same time, but ooh, freaky. Anyways, actually I should tell the deer story. I haven't told the deer story. So near my area we have a walking path, and I've been trying to spice up my days more by trying to go on a daily walk, right? Just get the blood flowing, give myself an excuse to get outside, get a nice tan going, right? And I was just walking on this path, listening to my music. It was also hot as fuck, so I was sweating my balls off and like a little bit like lightheaded because of just the pure heat. And I see this deer, and deer are usually very skittish and will either just kind of like stare or just like run away when they see people, like most other animals. This deer, she was pretty chill, because she looked at me. I'm pretty sure it was a female deer, because the deer didn't have antlers, right? And that makes them a doe, right? But anyway, this deer, she's just kind of like, she's just chilling, and she sees me, and I start walking forward, then she hops away a few feet, and then I keep walking on the path, just pretending not to see her, and she's just we're like 3 feet apart and she's just eating. And I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. This deer is like chill with humans. And so I, you know, being the content brained individual that I am, I immediately decided to bust out my phone and start recording. And at the moment I said, I think I said like, what is bro doing? And the deer just looked straight up at me. And like, it's just a very funny video, I think. A classic clip. Just the deer had this look on its face, just like, where she was just like, I don't know. It told the story to me. And so I filmed it. Man, that was something kind of funny. Can you tell that not a lot has happened to me this last week? The fact that is the most interesting story I have. Maybe. But actually, kind of speaking to that, I wanted to kind of document. I've been going through a kind of a big personal life change recently, where I've been starting to finally properly do like a routine, because I've always been kind of more a go with the flow kind of person, right? And very hard for me to build a schedule and do things, but I've realized I've kind of sort of naturally been falling into this schedule with the way just my current day-to-day operates. And it's nice that I have that pattern of consistency right now, because it's making it so where instead of developing a schedule from scratch and trying to follow all of it at once, I can take chunks out of my day and make them set times. Like I have, you know, like you wake up, I've been trying to wake up more consistently and immediately shower, then, you know, feed the dogs and all that, make myself some breakfast, or just go on a walk to like a nearby store, you know, get some editing done in the midday. And my schedule's been like kind of popping off, and doing this stuff in the evening usually, because we're taking advantage of all the light hours we got. But yeah, and it's been nice, and I've realized it's super nice to be doing that, because it feels, your days feel a lot more productive, and so you kind of inherently think that you're doing more with your time. Also, we are about halfway through. And that was all of my yaps. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll just shut up and we can go on a nice aesthetic tour of the whole place. First, I'm gonna check how much time we have left, if it loads. 9 minutes, okay. But yeah, very, very long road. I guess there's the story of the first time I went down this road. It was with some friends of mine. And I was in the back seat, and I remember it was pretty late out, and we started, like, one of my friends had like a I don't even know what it's called, but he had something where, I guess it's just a radio. He had a little radio he tapped into all these like weird ass frequencies, and what we would do is just like find some creepy ass like evangelical Christian radio station where all the like the records and like all the just the signal is super distorted and stuff, and just like play that on full blast to try and like summon demons or something. Never really worked, but yeah, that was a nightmarish car ride. And there was actually a moment where we popped out, went into like a nearby lot, and just we were like, hey, let's explore the woods, let's see what's around, you know. And I got separated from everyone, and I was very, very, very scared in that moment. But it was like the classic like horror thing where it's like, oh, I gotta piss, and then I just went to the side a little bit, peed, and then we were kind of close to the car. By that point, they all were just at the car, but I was like far enough away where I like couldn't really see them, but thankfully they were all just at the car. And you know what? I know I said this one to be quiet, but all these visions are coming to me. I have a vivid memory of probably the most. This is a good like am I the asshole situation, because I think it's very nuanced what happens. So me and my friends, this is like sophomore year, like COVID time, and we're like, let's go on a hike. So we go on a hike at a nearby trail, and we just finish up the trail, and we're like gonna start heading back. And going back, there are two paths. There's a path that's quicker, but it goes through the forest, or we just go back the path we came, which is like on a bunch of hills, right? But it's all open. So we're also very like sketched out of animals, even though this is like trail, so you don't really have to expect to see any. That'll be ironic coming up. But there's also that in the mix, right? And so I, as a joke, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on the forest path, the dark, scary forest path. I'm like, you guys aren't coming with me? And I'm just, you know, I'm pranking, I'm goofing. And they're like, no, we don't want to go that way. And so I walk about like 500 feet. Maybe not 500 feet. I walk like far enough away where they can't see me and like stay there for like 3 minutes just to like make them really think that I went. And they believed it. And so they just started leaving on the regular path without me. I didn't realize how bad this was gonna be until I start walking back, and the path back, I kid you not, there is a mama black bear with her baby. And so I'm like, 10th grade me, I'm like, fuck, this bear is gonna maul the shit out of me. Even though black bears aren't actually that dangerous because they're not that big and they're not usually hostile towards humans. I didn't know that at the time. Should I have been safe? Maybe. That's probably an abandoned haunted house over there. You were not gonna even see it. But anyways, I start freaking out, and so I have to go through this like creepy ass other path that's covered in thorns. I bruise up all my legs just to get out back to the original path that they took back, only to find out that they're already fucking gone. So I have to walk back like 20 minutes at dusk on this super isolated grassland path, and it's very hilly too, so it's not easy, and my phone is dead. That part's on me. But I kid you not, every single animal noise I was so on edge. Every single animal noise killed me inside. I thought I was gonna get mauled to death by just the elements. My mother nature herself was gonna come down and smite me. But I made it back, and they're like, where'd you go, man? And I was like, why did you leave me? But yeah, everything got understood out. And so I hold a little bit of resentment. Not really, I don't really care anymore. But I just think it's a funny story. But I still don't know, like, who is more in the wrong in that situation? Because I understand their point. Like, I guess I didn't do a good enough job of conveying that I was very clearly joking, and maybe I didn't have to stay for like 3 minutes. But still, I don't think in that situation, if I genuinely believed he was going on his own path, I would still not leave until we can like touch base with him again. And like he can, like, cause it wasn't ever like, oh, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to the bath path. And they were like, oh, don't go that way. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna just go that way. And then they were like, why? And then I was like, I don't know. And then they were like, yeah, they just let me. Then yeah, it is on me that my phone was dead. That is absolutely on me. But that whole situation, I don't know, could be a little bit more nuanced to that. Yeah. And we are still 5 minutes until we're done here. Jeezums. This is taking really long, and it's not even, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even that creeped out. Maybe I should have actually gone at night. You know what? If this video is less than halfway over, it means that I decided that I'm gonna be filming the way back, and I'm probably gonna be going back. I might not even go back, because I could just go a quicker way to where I'm going. Oh yeah, wait, sorry. Last thing, maybe not, but this is gonna be nice, because I know every episode also has not had like a teaser to any other locations, and so I wanted to do that. Okay, we actually are almost up, because that's a operating house. God, imagine living on Clinton Road. That's crazy. But yeah, there was an actual car there, and I'm seeing we're getting to slightly more signs of civilization. But like, bro, imagine actually living on Clinton Road. That would be so scary, and you're so far from everything. Oh, reduce speed ahead. Okay, don't worry, I will reduce my speed. Shout out speed limits. Anyways, future locations. We've got an abandoned like trail of a zoo, I believe, jungle habitat located in beautiful West Milford. Actually, these houses are pretty nice. This is the nice part of Clinton Road. I forgot this. There's like a nice little like happy part at the end. Like, I would love to live in like a little neighborhood like this, like all these lake houses. Just have a grand old time in the water. Even though I don't really like the water that much, and I wouldn't want to go in the water that much, honestly. But I would want to live near water, because that just seems like, I don't know, comfy. You know? Maybe not though, but not like the ocean, because like tsunamis would always be a risk. But near like a nice passive lake with like no like gators or anything in it, that would be cool. But anyways, there's that abandoned jungle habitat. pretty well-known spot, I'd say, and pretty cool. Although it's kind of like a trail, and so I don't really want to go while it's this hot, because I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna melt and the bugs are gonna kill me. And there's also Camp Sussex, which is this abandoned like campsite that like people would like go to camp for, which is what you usually do at campsites. But it was a really cool spot, and it's got like a bunch of like these old like Christmas and like just giant ass weird decorations in like in a certain room, and it's honestly kind of a marvel. And the only thing with that though is I feel like that spot is pretty sketch. It's a little hard to get in, and I've only been once. And the last time I went there with friends, we saw another guy there. He didn't see us, but we saw another guy there, which like low-key freaked us out a little bit. But we should be coming up on the end of it. And so I will say goodbye once we get actually off the road, because that's like I feel like that's like a nice symbolic moment of this journey. And I can't believe I actually managed to hold it up with talking the whole time. That's a feat. That was maybe a record long yap. But this is actually a nice part of Clinton Road. I like it. And here we go. Stop sign ahead. The end. And we will make. Can you guess? Can you guess? A right turn. Yay! We did it! Woo! We got off Clinton Road. Look at that. Historic. There it is. And now I get to see the lake. But yeah, thanks for listening, anyone. See ya!